As we know that electromotive force is E is equal to W upon Q, and it is what? It is the maximum potential difference. So since it is a kind of potential difference only, hence its unit, SI unit is also volt. Now there is one very interesting fact about it, that in an open circuit, you know, open circuit is what, closed circuit is what, when key is inserted, means when the circuit is on, then it is called closed circuit, and when we take out the key from the circuit, then what happens? Then that flow of current stops, and that is called open circuit. So it is written clearly here. You can see that open circuit E is equal to V. Means in open circuit the value of potential difference is exactly equal to the value of EMF. And EMF is actually a kind of force which is pushing the charges from one point to other point, right? And in closed circuit we can see the value of V is E minus IR. Now I will discuss this V is equal to E minus IR formula little later. Let's first discuss the difference between EMF and potential difference. There are many points of difference. Number one is EMF. First I am telling EMF, then potential difference, and for all this I will provide you notes, so right now you may understand, and if you can note down something, it's you can. So electromotive force is what? It is the work done by a source in taking unit charge once round the complete circuit. Once round the complete circuit. Now what is in potential difference? It is the amount of work done in taking unit charge from one point to a circuit to another. The next is, it is equal to the maximum potential difference between the two terminals of source when the circuit is open. This is very important. And potential difference may exist between any 2 points of a closed circuit. तो आपको क्लियर हुआ, EMF जो है वो ओपन सर्किट के लिए है, और पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस दैट इज ऑलवेज यूज्ड विद द क्लोज सर्किट. तो ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट और बेसिक चीजें हैं जो एंड तक भी पता नहीं होती हैं बच्चों को. EMF और पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस में डिफरेंस क्या है, दैट इज व्हाई आई एम टेलिंग ऑल द डिफरेंसेस. इट एग्जिस्ट इवन व्हेन द सर्किट इज नॉट क्लोज्ड. EMF तो विदाउट सर्किट भी क्लोज नहीं है तब भी एग्जिस्ट करेगा, एंड पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस एग्जिस्ट ओनली व्हेन द सर्किट इज क्लोज्ड, मींस सर्किट इज on. It has no electrostatic origin, but this potential difference originates from the electrostatic field set up by the charges accumulated on the two terminals of the source. The next is, it is a cause. When EMF is applied in a circuit, potential difference is caused. मीन्स EMF क्या है, कॉज है किसका, पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस का. एंड पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस इट इज एन इफेक्ट. पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस उसका इफेक्ट है. नेक्स्ट इज, इट इज लार्जर देन पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस अक्रॉस एनी सर्किट एलिमेंट. सिंस EMF क्या है, इट इज द मैक्सिमम पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस, तो EMF की वैल्यू हमेशा पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस से ज्यादा ही होगी, in which case it is equal when the circuit is open, and potential difference is always less than the value of EMF. Next is, EMF is independent of the external resistance in the circuit. EMF is independent of the external resistance in the circuit. And the potential difference is always less than the EMF. It depends on, external resistance. Last is, it is equal to the sum of potential differences across all the components of circuit, including potential difference required to send the current through the cell itself. And potential difference at every circuit component has its own potential difference across its end. Means किसी भी सर्किट में किन्हीं भी दो पॉइंट्स के बीच में पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस निकाला जा सकता है. नाउ लेट्स हैव some discussion about Ohm's law. Ohm's law, according to it, the current flowing through a conductor is directly proportional to the potential difference applied across its ends, provided temperature and other physical conditions remain unchanged. Means at constant temperature, and if the other conditions are also not changing, then according to Ohm, that potential difference is always directly proportional to the current. So V is directly proportional to I. If we remove the sign of proportionality, then V is equal to Ri. Now what is R here? R is nothing but a constant. See, whenever we remove the sign of proportionality, then what we take there? Constant हमेशा आता है. So in this case, what is the name of constant? That is R. And its real name is resistance. So V is equal to Ri is the formula given by Ohm, and where V is the potential difference, R is the resistance, and I is the current flowing. Or from here we can have the value of R. R is what? V upon I. Now if this according to V directly proportional to I, if we draw the graph between V and I, then it is coming out to be a straight line. Why? Because V is directly proportional to I. ये आपको याद रखना है. ये सभी कुछ आपने 10th में पढ़ा हुआ है, बट वहां पे बेसिक्स थे, मीन्स ओनली डेफिनेशंस. अभी आपको थोड़ा डिटेल में पढ़ना है हर चीज का. ओम्स लॉ भी इतना छोटा नहीं है कि हमने यहाँ फिनिश कर दिया है. इसको हम आगे भी पढ़ेंगे एंड वी विल डिस्कस मोर डिटेल. कब कैसा ग्राफ आएगा, बहुत सारी चीजें पढ़ेंगे अभी हम. नाउ एज the term R is introduced, IR, V is equal to IR. Now you can see from Ohm's law. This term we are going to use in discussing EMF, right, in closed circuit. See above this, the formula of V in closed circuit is V is equal to E minus IR. So IR क्या है actually? Potential ही है. And in a circuit, IR is termed as potential drop. So whenever we calculate the potential difference between the 2 points, then it will be the value of that potential difference will be V is equal to E minus IR. E क्या है वहां पे? मैक्सिमम पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस है, जो कि EMF कहलाता है. और IR क्या है? पोटेंशियल ड्रॉप है, जो कि उस रेजिस्टेंस के अक्रॉस हुआ है, कंडक्टर के अक्रॉस हुआ है. तो आपको टोटल V मतलब इफेक्टिव V, यू कैन से दिस ऑल्सो, इफेक्टिव V, नेट V निकालने में कैसे क्या फॉर्मूला लगाएंगे हम? V इज इक्वल टू E माइनस IR. तो ये पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस किसी भी दो पॉइंट्स के अक्रॉस निकाला जाएगा. सो आई होप EMF इज क्लियर टू यू. नाउ वंस मोर आई एम रिवाइजिंग इट. Potential difference is the amount of work done in bringing unit positive charge from one point to other point in a circuit. And EMF is defined as the maximum potential difference, the maximum potential difference, or we can say it is the energy supplied by the source in taking unit positive charge once round the complete circuit. Once round the complete circuit means यूनिट पॉजिटिव चार्ज को पूरा सर्किट में एक राउंड कंप्लीट करने में जो फोर्स लगता है दैट इज कॉल्ड ईएमएफ, एंड पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस कैन बी डिफाइंड एज द अमाउंट ऑफ वर्क डन टू कैरी यूनिट पॉजिटिव चार्ज फ्रॉम वन पॉइंट टू अदर। तो डिफरेंस क्लियर है, इसमें ये कंप्लीट राउंड कर रहा है और यहां पर 2 पॉइंट्स जो हैं वो देयर कैन बी एनी 2 पॉइंट्स। And remember that EMF is maximum potential difference. Means EMF की वैल्यू as such potential difference के बराबर होती है, पर कब? जब सर्किट ओपन होता है, राइट? सपोज कोई बैटरी है, उसमें 12 वोल्ट लिखा हुआ है, तो 12 वोल्ट इज द EMF विच इज द मैक्सिमम पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस। बट इसी बैटरी को जब हम सर्किट में यूज करेंगे and when we calculate the potential difference across any 2 points, तो वो कभी 12 वोल्ट नहीं आएगा, it will always be less than 12 volt. Because of this reason V is equal to E minus IR. Clear है? Hello everyone, I am your physics teacher Ms. Ranjana Khare. Today we are going to start current electricity. Earlier we have done electrostatics, means the study of charges at rest, which is also called static electricity. Now in this chapter we are going to discuss the dynamics of charges, means the charges are in motion. So here in today's lecture I would like to focus few very important terms the chapter is based on. The very important first term is electric current. We know that if the two bodies charged to different potentials and are connected together by means of conducting wire, then the charges begins to flow from one body to another, and the charges continue to flow till the potentials of two bodies become equal. So the main concept now what is coming out to be is that to have flow of current, what should we have? Potential difference. If potential difference is there, then we will have flow of current. If potential difference is not there, no current will be flown through the circuit. You know, I would like to relate this flow of electric current by flow of water. When the water flows from one point to other, we know it very well when there is level of, height of the points. If one point is lying at some bigger height and the other is lying at some lower height, then the flow of water will always take place from higher level to lower level. The same is applicable in case of current. Current also flows when there is potential difference, means difference in potential between the 2 points. So the current flows from higher potential to lower potential, right? Now we can define it is at the rate of flow of charge. So it is I is equal to Q by T. Or we can say charge per unit time is called current. Now if there is a small amount of current dq flowing through a conductor in a small time dt, then the formula will be I is equal to dq by dt. But if the current is steady, that is the rate of flow of charge does not change with time, then I is equal to what? Q by T we can write, where Q is the charge and T is the time. Now let's discuss some types of current. Here it is variable current, steady current and transient current. See, variable current means the current which varies with the time. We can have the example of alternating current, AC. We will discuss more detail in chapter alternating current. There is one separate unit of this. So we will discuss in detail there. Now the second is steady current. Steady current means it is provided by, the examples may be battery, cell, okay. Now, which are used in torches, hearing aids, or cell driven clock, anywhere where we use these cell or battery to run our devices, that current is known as steady current. And the third type is transient current. Transient current I think आपने थोड़ा कम सुना होगा, but this is the current which is flowing through a small duration. As example is lightning. During lightning, what happens? Either the charge flows from one cloud to other cloud or cloud to earth. So that time the current is visible for a small duration, and that what we call lightning. So lightning is the example of transient current. Now we will discuss about unit of current. The SI unit of current is ampere. Now according to formula, 1 ampere is equal to 1 coulomb upon 1 second. So here we can easily have definition of 1 ampere, which you have studied in 10th also. So I will not focus much more on this, but let's have quick revision. So 1 ampere is defined as when 1 coulomb of charge is flowing for how much time? 1 second. As it is clear from the formula, I have written 1 ampere is equal to 1 coulomb upon 1 second. So when 1 coulomb of charge is flowing for 1 second, then the current is said to be 1 ampere. Now there are some smaller units of current also, like 1 milliampere. Milli means 10 raised to power minus 3. So 1 mA is equal to 10 raised to power minus 3 ampere. And 1 microampere is equal to 10 raised to power minus 6 ampere. So remember these relations, these will be helpful in solving out the numerical part. Now let's come to the point, what type of quantity is current? See, in physics, we have many quantities, large number of quantities, and we know the nature of quantity also. So here also I would like to focus on this, that what type of quantity current is. So it is a scalar quantity. Now why it is a scalar quantity? When it is having magnitude and direction as well. Although it is having direction and magnitude both, but when we calculate the total current at single point, then simple rules of algebra are followed, not the vector algebra. Vector addition is not followed by the current, but the simple rules of algebra are followed to calculate the total current at any point, or we can say the total current at junction. So this is clear that current is a scalar quantity. Now let's have conventional current and electronic current. This is also you have studied in 10th. What do we mean by conventional current? Actually, the flow of positive charges is known as conventional current, and flow of negative charges, which are called electrons, this is called electronic current. So the direction of these two kinds of current is just opposite, because in one is due to the flow of positive charges and the other is due to the flow of negative charges. You can see in the diagram I have shown the flow of positive charges, and then in next diagram I have shown the flow of negative charges. So right, till now it is clear that conventional current direction is just opposite of the direction of flow of electrons, and the flow of electrons we take the direction of current. Now let's discuss something about battery. Actually, what is the importance or what is the function, what is the significance of battery when we connect in any electric circuit? So battery, as we know, that it consists of some chemical inside it, and there are two terminals, positive and negative. You can see any kind of battery at your home. You will find that one positive terminal is there, other negative terminal is there, and that chemical is inside it. So what is a function of battery? Battery is providing the necessary potential difference to make the flow of charges in the conductor. Actually, when any conductor is connected with a battery, or we can say the battery is connected in the circuit through wire, then we connect it to the conductor, then that time only we can see the flow of electron. And if we have connected 1 ampere ammeter also, ammeter, which is the instrument to measure current, amount of current. So we can see whenever we switch on it, then we will see some amount of current. So it will be clear, if battery is there, then only current is there. If battery is not there, then we are not having current. So battery is providing what? It is providing the potential difference. As I told you, the flow of current only will take place when there is difference in potential. If there is difference in potential, we will have flow of current. So which device is providing difference in potential, or we can say potential difference? Battery. The answer is battery. Now the next very important, so every battery is having what? Its voltage, like it is visible on the battery. It is 6 volt battery, 3 volt battery, 1.5 volt battery, right? The value is mentioned on the cell or battery. The EMF, the full form of EMF is electromotive force. Electromotive force. So actually from its name only it is clear that it is like a force which, and what does force do? Force always push or do pulling. So electromotive force means the some kind of force which is pushing the charges to flow from one point to other point. Actually it is not kind of force, but it may be considered, we can understand, because it is pushing the charges. And since it is actually the special case of potential difference. As you can see here, electromotive force, EMF is equal to maximum potential difference. Maximum potential difference. And what is the definition of potential? V is equal to W by Q. Means the work done to bring unit positive charge from one point to other point. So that is why its formula becomes V is equal to W upon Q. And EMF is what? It is the maximum potential difference. So the formula of EMF will also be E is equal to W upon Q. Now we are going to discuss detail about resistance. What is the definition of resistance? What is its significance in the circuit? As we got the formula R is equal to V upon I from Ohm's law. So let's define it first. It is the property of conductor by virtue of which it opposes the flow of charges, or we can say it opposes the flow of current through it. So it is the property of conductor due to which it opposes the flow of current passing through conductor. Its SI unit is ohm. So how can we define 1 ohm? If we write 1 everywhere, 1 ohm is equal to 1 volt upon 1 ampere, then we can easily define 1 ohm. So 1 ohm is the resistance, or we can say the resistance of conductor is said to be 1 ohm if 1 ampere current flows through it when potential difference is 1 volt. Or we can say when 1 volt potential difference is applied across the ends of conductor and 1 ampere current is flowing through it, then the resistance offered by the conductor is called 1 ohm. If potential difference value is 1, current flowing is also 1 ampere, then resistance will be called as 1 ohm. Now look at here on right side, resistor. Any material that has some resistance is simply called a resistor. Any material that has some resistance means what? कोई भी material जो current के flow को रोक सकता है, उसमें कुछ ना कुछ ऐसी प्रॉपर्टी है जिसकी वजह से वो 100% करंट अलाउ नहीं कर रहा है. सो दैट प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ एनी मटेरियल इज कॉल्ड रेजिस्टेंस एंड दैट काइंड ऑफ मटेरियल इज कॉल्ड अ रजिस्टर. रजिस्टर वो मटेरियल होता है जिसके पास कुछ रेजिस्टेंस होता है. एंड व्हाट इज रेजिस्टेंस? which opposes the flow of charges. Got it? So रजिस्टर और कंडक्टर मीन्स बहुत नियरली सेम है, बट रजिस्टर स्पेशली रेजिस्टेंस ऑफर करते हैं. दैट इज वाई देयर नेम इज रजिस्टर. नाउ हियर आई हैव मेंशन फिक्स्ड रजिस्टर एंड वेरिएबल रजिस्टर. फिक्स्ड रजिस्टर यू कैन सी द symbol, and variable resistance also we can see the symbol. Now what is the difference? It is very common difference. Fixed resistor means whose value is fixed. We cannot change the value of that resistor in a circuit. And variable resistor whose value can be changed. And in circuit the variable resistance is applied through rheostat. This also you have studied in 10th. When you have done Ohm's law practical, what happens? We change the value of current with the help of rheostat. Rheostat को क्या बोलते हैं? Variable resistance बोलते हैं. So उससे हम धीरे धीरे वैल्यू चेंज करते जाते हैं. करस्पॉन्डिंगली हमें V और I की वैल्यू मिलते जाते हैं. एंड देन फाइनली वी ड्रॉ ग्राफ. Next is voltmeter. Why voltmeter is inserted in the circuit? Because if we want to measure the voltage across any 2 points, तो हम उन्हीं 2 points के बीच में voltmeter use करेंगे. And ammeter and voltmeter is always connected in the circuit in parallel. As you can see here, I have made a very simple circuit. The voltmeter is connected अक्रॉस आर. देखिए आप, आर का जो लेफ्ट साइड है वो वोल्ट मीटर के लेफ्ट साइड से कनेक्टेड है और राइट साइड ऑफ आर इज कनेक्टेड टू द राइट साइड ऑफ वोल्ट मीटर. एंड दिस टाइप ऑफ कनेक्शन इज कॉल्ड पैरेलल कनेक्शन. सो वोल्ट मीटर, रिमेंबर इट, इज ऑलवेज कनेक्टेड इन द सर्किट इन पैरेलल कॉम्बिनेशन. The next is ammeter. Ammeter is used to measure the current flowing through the circuit. And it is always connected in series. You can see in the circuit it is connected in series, right? Now the third one is very important, which is called galvanometer. Galvanometer is an instrument, is a device which is used to just detect the presence of current in the circuit. It does not measure the current, but it shows the presence of current in the circuit. So it only gives deflection. If galvanometer is connected in the circuit and it is giving some deflection, जब हमने circuit को start कर दिया, on कर दिया, तो galvanometer में कुछ deflection आएगा. तो वो deflection क्या show कर रहा है? That current is present. बस, that's it. So it only shows, or it is used to detect the current in the circuit, not to measure the current in the circuit. Now look at here at this circuit. I have drawn very simple circuit here. From here we can easily measure the resistance. How? We can have the value of voltage V, and we can have the value of I with the help of ammeter. When ammeter is connected, it will read the value of I. And what is the formula of R? R is equal to V upon I. So we can have the value of resistance also. Right? So this is all about for today. Next time we will discuss some more new things in this chapter. Thank you so much.